have seen is an illusion. It's a trick.
Space flights are challenging. Astronauts have to be prepared to deal with the uncertain. However, the crew of a SpaceX capsule are facing a challenge like never before. A faulty toilet, which has forced the astronauts to use diapers on their way back to Earth.
The urine actually gets directly transferred to another piece of equipment, which is here in the floor, which is called UPA, Urine Processing Assembly, which is the first step into turning urine into potable water.
To create artificial gravity and move the wastewater along, and with it we can recycle about 6,000 liters of extra water for the station each year. We even recycle our urine.
Can have a separate glass for it. Then after chewing your alligator paper, then you sip it.
The simplest of things often become difficult in zero gravity, especially trips to the toilet.
And the first thing you want to do is grab this piece of equipment and turn this rotary switch 90 degrees to the open position. What that does is it turns on a fan, which creates a suction effect in this hose, so that you can use this yellow element for your number one.
It doesn't smell good. And it doesn't taste nice either, so you just have to, you can close your nose.
Now you can lift the lid. There is this seat that sort of looks comfortable, but you don't really sit in weightlessness. So most of us actually prefer to lift this one as well and use directly the opening that goes into the bag. And in fact, there is a bag in there. It looks like this. And when we are done with our business, we close the bag and we push it down into the solid waste container. And then, of course, as a courtesy to the next person, we put a new fresh bag inside.
Your left palm, like here, when you get the seat, make sure you place it in your left palm.
Something's broke in the system.
Suzanne Padone works for Inventory Management Solutions. Companies hire her to keep track of their inventory and make sure nothing falls through the cracks. We showed her what we found at NASA.
But NASA has come out with a new model that will hopefully solve this problem. A $23 million titanium toilet.
Of course, there are some anatomical differences, and some of the earlier versions didn't take into account everything equally kind of for both men and women. So this one should be a little bit easier to use for everybody.
The last time NASA ordered new toilets for the space station was in the 1990s. Since then, space programs have come a long way.
To be delivered in water-filled bags like this one. We brought them up on space shuttles and, of course, all of the visiting resupply vehicles.
We need to do a better job of keeping track of it, obviously, and we know that. We want to do a better job of it.
Boy, the world is flat. I'm looking it in the eye. I see further. I see wider. I see clearer.
Thanks a lot for searching that out. I appreciate that. Fisherman in the Box. Fisherman in a Box.